Alright, I got my pickling brine here, mixing it up and bringing it to a boil. This is the first batch. I'm going to make a couple batches here. First batch obviously is going to be a spicy pickles, or spicy pickled eggs. I don't know how spicy they are. I'm only putting 2 jalapenos in there. I'm not a huge fan of melt your mouth, but I think I probably needed to put more in here, but I'll start with these and we can always add more the next time I make eggs. I'll post the in the description the ingredients of how much I use, but it's just vinegar, salt, minced garlic, which I use fresh garlic and minced garlic. I kind of split the difference there between the two. Mustard seeds and the jalapenos, and I'll put a bay leaf in each jar. In this batch I'm going to make 8 dozen. So 8 half-pint jars. I got them set up over here ready to go. Just got to throw a bay leaf in there quick and finish bringing the stuff to a boil, and then I'll pour them in the jars. I'll see if I can try to get that on camera too. I don't know if I can get it set up and get a good footage of it or not. Alright, so I lied. I made 10 spicy pickled eggs. I had extra brine, so I grabbed 2 more jars. Of course, these 2 are the 2 that came out of the fridge. The rest of these I like come up to room temperature, so they weren't cold jars pouring that in there, so that way they're still hot. So these are probably seal sitting here. I'll let them sit here for a while, and most of them will probably seal just the way they are. I'm not actually gonna can them or put them in the boiling water and actually can them. Just leave them like this. I'll put them in the fridge. You could have canned these and they'd be shelf stable, but these would be good in the fridge for 4 to 5 months the way they are. I'm gonna get the remaining jars out and then figure out how I want to season them. I'll let you know. I said this would be the spicy batch. I will put the recipe in there. Be enough. Actually, you could probably do 12 half-pint jars with that, but I'll let you know what I come up with for the next one. I tried videotaping the second batch, and then my camera died and shut off. I didn't even realize it. But I got them done. On these ones, they're the non-spicy ones. They're just a regular, more or less pickled egg. I put a clove of garlic in each jar, and then a couple peppercorns, and then in the pickling broth I had garlic, salt, clove, peppercorn, mustard seed, and allspice seed, and brought all that to boil, and then filled the jars the same way I did the last ones, and just sealed them up. But I said I didn't get them the video. I got part of it. I might be able to save part of that clip to put in there, the mixture, but I'll put the recipe I used for the regular, just these regular ones in there too. More just like a pickled egg rather than the spicy pickled eggs. And again, I don't know how spicy the spicy ones are, but we'll try them. After you pickle these and jar them like this, you can eat them within 24 to 36 hours afterwards. The longer you wait, the better the better they get, or the more pickled they become. They will, if you have a little bit more acidic pickling brine, they'll kind of turn to like a kind of rubbery. They'll kind of get rubbery. So you can cut your vinegar down and put like beet juice or carrot juice or something in there. Otherwise, that'll help prevent the rubbery egg, more or less. I don't know how they taste, if they taste better one way or the other. I know beet juice would be pretty strong or potent flavor, so it'd kind of overtake it. You would have a lot of more of an earthy taste to them. We'll probably try them in the future. I'll probably make a couple batches like that, make a dozen or two in a couple different ways and kind of test it and experiment and see what I like better and see what other people like better. Here's my smaller jar. I made them. We'll eat these. We'll crack these open and eat these, and then we'll crack one of the spicy ones open and eat them too. Just try them, see what we like. I said did this because we had we had 22 dozen extra eggs, and I said we hadn't been advertising them a whole lot just because we didn't know how many we had, because we had eggs and then sometimes we wouldn't be laying eggs. They kind of go in spurts where we're going to get quite a few a day, and then so rather than people knocking down our door to be able to take every dozen we have ever, we kind of held back a little bit until we kind of get our bird numbers built up and our egg numbers, making sure we have good egg layers consistently, and still wanted to save some of them for hatching eggs anyways. And so I guess we'll advertise these like this. Right now, we'll probably list these at like $7 a jar or $7 a dozen. I kind of got to figure out exactly what we have into them to see where it's at, but I figure about $7 is we're still making profit on them, and you can go buy them in the store for, well, pickled quail eggs are kind of hard to find. You can get them online and stuff, and you might pay anywhere from $10 to $20 a jar depending on what you got. But of course, the more you pay, like those will have more than, they'll probably have 2 or 3 dozen eggs in them for like those $20 jars. So we'll go through these and with these at 7 and see where we're at and see what the market's like, and maybe adjust the price accordingly too. So like I said, just to figure it was a good option to be able to get rid of a few extra quail eggs. And I'll post in the comments or in the description, I'll put the 2 recipes I use for these, and if anybody's curious, and maybe a little bit of extra instructions for how to hard boil the eggs. And I'll probably hard boil these a little bit longer next time. They were a little bit more soft boiled. They weren't running or nothing. The yolks were everything was cooked, but they were a little soft. And to peel quail egg, it does work a little bit better if you boil them just a little bit longer. And we're probably going to look into ordering a quail egg peeler, because if I plan on doing another 22 dozen at a time like that, I don't really want to spend 2.5 hours or so peeling eggs. And so hopefully it'll cut down the time. I'm going to look into one and see what the cost is and see about getting one of them. If we do, I'll post that and show you guys in the future of how it works, and see how much time we can save by doing that. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.